Safe, potable water is essential for rinsing milkfish and for washing milkfish handling equipment and surfaces. Monitoring of the water source must be done with sufficient frequency to assure that the water is safe for use. The safety of ice made from the water supply and its storage and handling conditions should also be monitored. Here are the basic things to remember to ensure water and ice safety. Water from processing used in cooking and steaming shall be potable. Potable, meaning suitable and safe for drinking, free from harmful microorganisms and other forms of contamination. Bacteriologically safe, meaning pathogenic microorganisms are within the safe and acceptable levels where it does not cause any harm. And free from fecal coliform. These are microorganisms originating or can be found in the feces. Potable water would conform to the international standards for drinking water as recommended by the World Health Organization 2006 version. Water from approved or government source shall be analyzed for microbial safety at least twice a year, monthly for deep well or private source, and record thereof be kept and made available for verification during inspections. Ice purchased from private sources shall be analyzed to determine its acceptability. Processor shall also conduct a quarterly laboratory analysis of its ice used, and record thereof shall be kept and made available during inspection. Steam that comes into direct contact with food or food contact surfaces should be from a potable water source. Boiler treatment compounds must be approved for such use. Deep well source and other kinds of water storage, for example, jars and drums, shall be provided with cover to prevent entry of dust and extraneous materials that might contaminate the water. Running water at suitable temperature and under pressure as needed should be provided in all areas where required for food processing, for cleaning of equipment, utensils, and food packaging materials, or for employees' sanitary facilities. Water monitoring shall be scheduled and recorded. Here is a sample water monitoring checklist. The temperature and pH level for each water source is checked on a weekly basis for every month by the maintenance supervisor. Any unusual or notable occurrence in each faucet should be noted as well. Provide floor drainage in all areas where floors are subject to flooding type cleaning, or where normal operations release or discharge water or other liquid waste on the floor. Plumbing system design and construction should ensure that there is no backflow form or cross-connection between piping systems that discharge wastewater, sewage, or non-drinking water, and piping systems that carry water for food or food manufacturing. Plumbing system should properly convey sewage and liquid disposable waste from the plant. All water treatment chemicals should be approved for such use and stored properly. Ang chlorine ang pangkaraniwang ginagamit na disinfecting agent sa mga food processing plants, kaya kailangan ang maingat na paghahanda ng isang chlorine solution. The following are the concentration in ppm of chlorine in processing water. The following are the concentration in parts per million ppm of chlorine on processing water. Floors, walls, ceilings, screens. 250 to 350 ppm. Para sa hand wash basin, 20 ppm. Footbath, 250 to 350 ppm. Equipment, 150 ppm. Water for processing, 50 ppm. Potable water, 1 ppm. Kailangang alamin ang free residuals ng chlorine sa tubig. Free residuals indicates how much chlorine remains available in water supply to kill microorganisms after the water has absorbed the initial chlorine dosage. Kung kulang ang free residuals that can be determined by the chlorine concentration, maaring hindi effective ang pag-sanitize. Kung sobra naman, maaring labag sa allowable standards ang level ng chlorine tulad ng sa potable water that is in direct contact with the fish product. Maaari din na magastos ang paggagawa ng sobrang concentration ng chlorine. Chlorine residuals or free residuals are read as parts per million or ppm. This indicates that there are 5 parts of chlorine per 1 million parts of water. Ang mga sumusunod ay ang residual level ng chlorine sa iba't ibang klase ng tubig na may iba't ibang gamit. Drinking water 0.5. Processing water to prevent slime buildup 4 to 7. Cleaning up 15 to 25. Disinfecting 20 to 50. Disinfecting for equipment greater than 100. Hand dip 1.0 ppm. Here is a sample SSOP for safe water and ice. Specific analysis, frequency, and the person responsible in performing the tests are also indicated. Control measures. All water used in the plant is from a reliable municipal water system. The water system in the plant should be designed and installed by a licensed plumbing contractor and meets current building codes. All modifications to the plumbing system will be completed by a licensed plumbing contractor and will be inspected to ensure conformance with local building codes. All hoses inside and outside the plant have anti-siphoning devices installed. Floors are sloped to facilitate drainage. Monitoring procedures. The local water district routinely monitors the water to ensure that it meets water quality standards. The Quality Assurance Supervisor receives and reviews annual reports of local water quality. Quarterly monitoring, and when modifications are made to the plumbing system, water samples from at least 4 locations in the plant are sent to a private testing laboratory and examined for the presence of coliforms. Cultures testing positive for coliforms are examined for the presence of fecal coliforms. The Quality Assurance Supervisor receives and reviews the laboratory reports. Hoses are inspected daily during production for the presence of anti-siphoning devices. Processing area floors are inspected daily during production of adequate drainage. In the event of municipal water treatment failure, the plant will stop production, determine when the failure occurred, and embargo all products produced during the failure until product safety can be assured. Production will resume only when water meets water quality standards. If in-plant sampling indicates the presence of coliforms in more than 5% of water samples, the plant will contact the local water system and inspect the plumbing system to determine the source of the coliforms. Corrections will be made to the plumbing system if necessary to correct problems. Hoses without anti-siphoning devices will be red tagged and will not be used until anti-siphoning devices have been installed. Floors with standing water will have the drains unplugged, or if necessary, consultations will be held with plumbing or general contractors and corrections will be made to correct floor drainage problems. Record keeping. Reports are kept for municipal water quality. In-plant water quality testing and corrective actions are kept for 2 years. Hose inspections, floor drainage inspections, and corrective actions are recorded on the daily sanitation report.